Hello, everybody. Al, the Doctor Who here. I originally I made a video for Psychobabble, and I was impressed with his server setup, and it brought back some memories. When I was 47, I gave myself a break, and I said, "Let me try something." Excuse me. That was against the grain. Normally, because of my dyslexia, I would not have done this. But you see, when I went to school, I'll show you. I went to a 310 hour course on PC repair. I just blocked out my name. So. And the idea was to re-educate me because of my disability, mainly my back problem. And I was supposed to get back into the workforce fixing PCs. So I took this course, and I was very disappointed because, and from what I understand, most of the colleges are like this. You have to teach yourself, and I wasn't really prepared for that. In fact, there was a lot of book reading involved, and this is one of the books, or two of the books. This is the end of the course. We had to learn networking, and the professor I had was a real idiot. He was bragging throughout the entire thing. He knew how to do everything, and it didn't take too long before I realized he couldn't configure the network system that we were learning in class, and it was really stupid. I mean, we never solved the problem, and I think the only thing I actually learned from one of the people that was in charge was F8, a safe mode, because it was the only thing I really learned from them. Everything else, we had to build our own computers, and I did something stupid. I upgraded my CPU, and the motherboard itself was barely able to handle the upgrade. And I guess I learned. But at the time, we were basically learning Windows 98, and the test was going to be on Windows 98, and they informed us at the very end of the course that they were going to change it to Windows 2000. So that was 20% of the test. So if you didn't know anything about Windows 2000, you would not be able to pass the second part of the test, which is what happened to me. The first part, I passed the A plus part of the. There's two parts to the A plus. And I wanted to show Psychobabble this. This is something that you'd get a kick out of. Now, some people will know what this is. Some people won't know what it is. It's referred to as a postcard, and it's made basically for computers that are dead. And it fits in this I forgot what they call that slot. It's been a long time. I was very interested. The problem that I ran into was that I had to take things at my own pace. So because I didn't learn as quickly as everybody else did. I had to actually learn hands-on, So I built a few computers, but what was discouraging to me was that the technology was advancing so quickly. By the time I finished the computer, it was slow. So I gave up on that. So I just have an Apple, and I'm happy with the way it operates. And this is that code reader is very similar to like I said, but Psychobabble would know this. This is what you would plug into your car, and according to what module you'd use, a Ford module or a GM, Chrysler, you'd plug this in, and the system with the CPU and the main computer in the car will tell you what's wrong with it. Same thing with the postcard. But that's really made for like dead computers, you know, ones that don't start up. I don't even think they use that type of thing anymore. I couldn't even venture to. Oh, I wanted to show you this, PV. This was, you know, back then. I think my drive, I think it came with a 50 gigabyte, and that was supposed to be big. And then I think I got a couple of brand new ones behind me in the boxes. I think they might be 250, maybe 500 gigabyte. But now I have 25 terabytes external. I got about maybe 5 of these guys. I don't really need them, you know, but I don't delete any of my stuff. I hang on to everything. I don't really need all that memory, you know. But I have a few of these guys. This is what I'm running. This one is still in the box. I have about 5 of them hooked up. So, and then I got a couple of 3 terabytes down on the bottom down here. But I don't fire them up all at the same time. I only use them for storage, and I don't run them. I only run one main 4 terabyte, and then one's my memory. My backup drive. So yeah, but it was a really sad thing about the course. We had about 19 guys in the class, and they opted to take an hour off. And I said, well, why are you taking an hour off? I mean, don't you realize that you're paying for this? This is like, you know, a couple of $1,000. And they'd rather go home early. Most of them just wanted the sheepskin. They didn't care about, you know, passing the A+ test. They just wanted the diploma. And it was a real shame. I have a friend of mine who's a college teacher, and he told me the same thing. He said, you have to teach yourself, you know. That's basically what it was. And for a person like me, that was very difficult to do. You know, I wasn't a reader, so. But I've done a lot more reading now. I've gotten better since I've been on the internet. I think I've done pretty good. So I just figured I'd make this video. But it's funny when you go to Apple and I try to ask questions about problems I run into. You know, years ago, the quick fix was to reload the program, reload the operating system. They didn't care about where the problem was, just reload the system. But unfortunately, I think you lose some stuff then. You have to reconfigure things, and it's a little bit of a hassle. So I always run, when I did have PC, I ran things in selective startup. So this way the drives don't load in. And because some programs don't get along with others, they require a certain file, and if you get 2 programs that need that file at the same time, you get a crash. So and I ran into a lot of that with ME. I was running Windows ME before I ran this Apple. I was running Windows ME. Whew, that was nuts. And because they don't use the DOS base. Complete DOS base. That was another thing altogether. DOS. That was another thing altogether. We had a Scottish guy, and I couldn't understand a thing he said. Not only did I not understand what he was saying, but I couldn't read his handwriting because they wrote on the blackboard. You know, you had to follow everything. We had 3 professors. One of them was this professor was a DOS professor, and that was his specialty. Then we had last guy was the network guy, and he was like, he didn't know his boat, and it's very unfortunate, you know. But I see that a lot, you know. So, but I don't get into it anymore. I don't dabble with it. I just rather buy an Apple, and that's the end of it, you know. I have a couple of supercomputers that I built, and they're all outdated, you know. So, but. I just figured that was something interesting I'd talk about. I'll catch you guys later. Love you all. Bye-bye.